What is sparring, right? Like, what is the point of sparring? Like, one of the things that we hear a lot is that, sparring, it's not like, real weapons attack. Right? You don't really see exchanges with, double stick or single stick or stick and dagger, stick and blade, right? You don't see that on the street, right? So what's the point of sparring, right? The reason why you have to know how to spar, the reason why it's so important for you to be able to spar with skill, with finesse, with athleticism, is because that is the basis in which you're going to launch all your combatives from. Right? People will see the way we're doing this with sticks and action flex and live stick, and they're like, what's the point of that? Like, you're not going to carry that in the street. Oh, you're not going to carry that in the street. Oh, I carry. Yeah, I don't need that stuff. That whole argument, right? Or, what's the point of that? It's not going to be a duel. I'm not training for a duel. Duels don't happen anymore. Okay. The reason why we spar, the reason why we have to view it the right way, is so that our combative skills elevate. Okay. Sparring is simply a live drill, right? It's a live platform where you can test your techniques in real time. You have to be able to understand the energy of an actual stick attack, the energy of an actual knife attack, the energy of an actual, staff attack, in order to understand a real weapons attack on the street. You need to have that energy. That's the first thing it gives you. Next thing, it gives you that timing, right? It gives you that sense of, okay, well, I need to find that distance. I have to be able to time my shot. So you have that intangible sort of feel, right, that you get only in sparring. You can't get that through getting a bag. Your body doesn't react the same way. Your nervous system, the way you track certain attacks, it's not going to be the same. So the reason why we're sparring this way, the reason why you have to spar the right way, is so that when you do have to use this on the street, you are more prepared than that guy. You have a sense of a platform to launch your technique from. If all you have is a bunch of drills, and all you do is hit a bag with your weapon all day, and you don't really have that energy, that experience swinging that weapon around. Okay? The problem we're seeing, the biggest problem that I see personally, is that people think sparring is fighting. Right? So they armor up, they get all this padding on, they get a fencing mask on, they get hockey gloves and lacrosse gloves and knee guards, and they bang as hard as they can, and it's good. They get skill from that, right? Some level of skill. They develop aggression, which you need for fighting. But the problem is that they're not getting true, clean skill. They're getting tougher. That's a skill in itself, but it's not the same as the skill of the weapon, right? Getting hit in the face over and over, being able to take that is not the same thing as being able to execute a headshot. Being able to execute a headshot, right? You have to make sure that you're training right. So you have to remember, first of all, when you're sparring today, it's not a fight. There's no trophy at the end of this, okay? It's a learning thing. We're all getting hit, myself included, right? Because you have to learn how to get over that so you can execute your techniques in real time. You have to be able to put your ego aside. The things we're noticing that as the minutes go down, everyone's trying to go harder. Some of y'all are not feeding to find a move. A lot of you guys are feeding your shots and initiating your shots to win. There's a difference. Some of you guys can feel that, right? Some of the guys, right? So the thing is, don't worry about that. We're getting hit. I got hit. Rich got hit today. I do this all the time. We all get hit. Whatever. We're still here, right? So go easy. Remember, understand that sparring is just a platform. All right? It's not the same thing as going out there and fighting. Okay? It's just a platform for you to train your technique. Get good. Get very good. All right? That's your goal at this point. Don't focus on being tough. Don't focus on winning, getting that shot. Think about how can I launch that shot 10 counts from now, 30 counts from now. All right, focus on that one move. If all you do is land that one move that you wanted to work on this entire time once, awesome. Because you were able to put your ego aside. That's the hardest part, right? Putting your ego aside to make a move work, that's the hardest thing in the world. Developing the athleticism, getting really fast, and some of you guys are speeding up the drill and speeding up the sparring just so you get your move in. Don't worry about that. If you look at the way we learn anything, whether it be learning how to play an instrument, right? If you play guitar or something, or piano, you don't look at the notes, hear the song, and play it. There's a progression, right? You learn the chords, you learn the sound, you learn the song, you learn the rhythm and everything, and you play it slowly, and you repeat it slowly until what? It becomes natural. Until you don't have to think about it anymore, right? That's the same thing with martial arts. You have to make sure that you have that too. But if I'm constantly just trying to get my shot, and I'm trying to win every single time, I'm not going to learn, right? So make sure you have that. All right, there's a difference between tough and being skilled. There's a bit of difference between being intelligent and being, fast, right? A lot of you guys are fast. There's a lot of guys in this room that are faster than me. I know it. I know if we're going to do a sprint right now, I know Guro Mike's going to smoke me on that. I know most of you can probably smoke me. I know Dan for a fact can smoke me on that. We go to the finish, now you can totally smoke me on that. I know physically there's physical speed and there's also that intelligence. Right? You have to put that intelligence into the fight because it doesn't matter how fast you are physically. You get that fast twitch muscle fiber, great, but if you don't have the chess-like mindset to set that up, it's not really going to help you, right? So develop it. This is the time you develop it. This is not a beatdown session. This is a skill developing session. So when you go back to wherever you need to go, wherever you guys are, you guys are just getting better for it.